Welcome to the Couch's Perspective. I'm your host, once again, JB, coming out with another video, man. Yesterday's feed was a little chopped up, had some sound issues. I hope y'all was able to read that. If not, be more content coming in the future, so I would still dabble into the Atlanta Falcons. But now I want to talk about some real things. All right, let's talk about credit. Okay, it's a lot of people out here now who are going through life not knowing what their credit history is, not knowing where they stand in their credit history. Let's be more aware of where we stand credit-wise. And I say that to say this. It's a lot of things that people want to get as far as in housing, as far as in cars. And you have to realize that a lot of those things come with credit. You have to have credit for you can get a better APR on things. You have to have better credit for you can get a better interest rate on a house. So credit is very important, and a lot of our black communities, a lot of other communities out there don't take credit serious. It's very important to realize where you stand in the credit world, because that can be the difference between paying over the amount of the house that you want or over the amount of the car you want. And a lot of lenders see you as being risky because you don't have your credit in order. So it's very important to check your credit history. There's a couple of sites out there that is free, but if you want to really know your 3 credit bureaus, you need to pay a little bit more money to get those all looked at and kind of go through all of your credit reports to make sure all your things are paid up. Some of the things that you can eliminate on your credit profile, and a lot of those things that I can teach you. All you have to do is just give me a comment down in the section, and I'll work with you on some of those things. But credit is very important in our community to make sure that we can be in a position to buy those houses and buy cars. For me, I really don't invest in a lot of vehicles because they depreciate as soon as you leave the lot. So say for instance that you buy a Challenger, let's say for instance, that's like 45,000. As soon as you leave the lot, that Challenger go from 45,000 down to 20, or even less than that in some cases. So you want to be mindful of things that you buy, because how I view things is I don't buy anything that's not going to give me any return in value. So if I buy a vehicle, I'm pretty much going to try to pay cash for it to kind of free up me from paying a lot of money towards vehicles, and that money can be reinvested into me. It can be reinvested into stock, and that's another one of the subjects out here that I want to talk about, is making sure that you put your money in the right place. It's called money placement. People out here, a lot of people out here like to impress people, but me, how I look at things is you want to build up your money in your bank. You want to build up your account, but later on you'll have something to sit back on. Because a lot of people out here are trying to impress for the day but be failing for the future. So you need to actually model yourself in different, and also step back and see where your money is going. All your money that's coming in, make sure you have a savings plan. Make sure you're a savings account, because they say a lot of black families out here that don't even have more than $1,200 in their bank account. So these are the things that are red flags that I see. And here at the Couch's Perspective, like I said, we talk about everything. So we family in here. So we're going to talk about everything. We're going to try to get y'all the best help you can get. And you can, like I said, comment below if you're having issues or having troubles with credit, trouble with financing, trouble to put your money into, where you want to invest your money into. And I'm going to put a quick disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, but I have been in situations where I know how to place money in different areas to make your money grow. There's certain things out there called compound interest and things of that nature, and you can get a lot of CDs, and you can get a high interest rate, but you can get a high yield interest on your money. So like I said, make sure when you're spending money, just don't be out there spending money crazy. Make sure you're putting something back for the future. Make sure you also setting your kids up for the best future they can have, because a lot of people want to dive into college, but college is good if you're getting a scholarship, but most of the time college is set up for debt. So if you don't have a plan for college and you're just going out there just taking a course, some of those courses out there are very expensive. And if you don't have the money, or your career is not fit to get you higher as soon as you get out of college, you can get in a lot of college debt. And these are normal things, but some people don't know these things. And that's what we're here for on Cautious Perspective, to try to get you aware of these things before you make these decisions and land yourself into debt. So on this channel, like I said, we talk about a little bit of everything. I cover finances, I cover sports, and a lot of things going on in sports. There's a lot of sports players out there who spend their money wildly. They go out there and buy these $30 million homes and all these lavish cars and clothes and things like that, and try to impress and try to buy certain properties and don't know how to invest them, and don't work with the right people. And these financial handlers out here who supposedly be who's taking care of their finances, and also they're really putting them in debt, and they're getting them in trouble in taxes. So you want to make sure that you have somebody that's around you in your support system, that's there here to help you. Okay, so I always say, if people are around you, make sure you surround with people and you educate them. Just don't be around these people just to talk to them. And if you really care for them and you really love them, please be there to educate them when the things that they don't know. Don't have somebody go out there and make the mistakes that you know that's going to land them in a situation where you can prevent that with a regular conversation. Because we spend a lot of time with our friends, a lot of times with people on social media. Make sure that we're educating our brothers and our sisters to make the right decisions out here, so we can have empowerment and have some kind of economic empowerment. And it's got things out here called group economics, where you can get in groups of people and put money in, for you can have businesses to generate more money. So let's also think about those things while we're out here in these streets. So make sure that you are putting your money in the right spot. I'm gonna talk about stocks. I'm gonna talk about a lot of other things that you can generate your money and not let your money be wasted. Because if you go through your bank account, just do me this favor. When you get a chance, go through your financial statements, your bank statements, and watch how much money you spend on everyday regular things that you can cut back on. And I promise you'll save a lot of money in the long run. And a lot of that money you can invest. Like in my account, what I do is, I'm gonna tell you a little trick that I do in my account. My account is, I have X amount of dollars coming out every week from my paycheck. I have X amount of dollars coming away, and I tuck that money away so I can save that money. And what I do with that money, I reinvest it into the stock market. Okay, so I'll get into that a little bit later on. But this right here is a brief segment where I talk about financial literacy, and I teach classes on that with my kids so as well. So make sure that you're setting your kids up for the best opportunity for them to succeed in the world. Make sure that you're not spending your money wildly on cars and things to impress people, because believe it or not, people don't really care. After you buy a car for so long, people are like, oh man, that's a nice car and everything. That's a nice car. That's only gonna last for so long, and then that car's gonna become an old car, and then you're gonna go on to the new thing and try to get something else to impress those same people. You don't have to do that. One thing you need to do is save your money, realize where you're at in this world, realize where you're at financially, and then you need to also realize where you're at mentally and get the financial literature. And please read. Ask yourself, what the last book you read? And ask yourself this. It's okay to check yourself. If you're not in the right position, it's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to be truthful about that. So in this channel, like I said, we talk about everything. So like I said, in the comments, leave me any comments you want to know, anything about financial literacy, anything, please put it in the comments and I will respond to you, and we will have a one-on-one dialogue. And yeah, welcome to Cautious Perspective. Like I said, this is JB. Please leave comments, like, subscribe, and if y'all looking at this channel, please subscribe and support the channel. That's all I ask. So make sure you check on your financials tonight. Like I said, go through your financial statements on your website, whatever bank you bank with, and identify those things that don't have to be spent week to week, and see, can you cut back on those things and save some money and start saving for the future. This is the Cautious Perspective. I'm out.